A letter from your cat, my beloved human. I cannot write with ink, nor can I pronounce your name aloud, but every single day I write to you with my eyes, with the rhythm of my steps, with every vibration of my purrs that echo like an ancient song between our souls. Tonight, from the soft corner where I usually rest, the one you call my place, I want to dictate this letter to you. But you and I both know my real place has never been just that little bed or the couch by the window. My real place has always been inside your heart. From the moment I arrived, something changed in the air. I still remember the first day I saw you. You looked at me with curiosity, maybe even doubt, and I looked back, trying to understand if I could trust you. My world had been silent until then, cold, uncertain. But in your eyes, I saw warmth. I saw home. That day, I decided that you would be my human. Since then, I have been a silent witness to your world. I've seen your joy, your laughter, your rush to get ready in the morning, but I've also seen your silences, the moments when your smile fades and your heart feels heavy. I've seen your tears fall when you thought nobody was watching, but I was watching, always. Even when you close your eyes and pretend that the world doesn't hurt, I walk toward you, slowly, softly, as if my paws could heal what the world has broken. I curl beside you not just for warmth, but to remind you that you are not alone. You gave me a name, and with that, you gave me identity. But I gave you something greater, my trust. And for a cat, that is sacred. We don't give it easily. You earned it through kindness, through patience, through the quiet understanding that love does not need to be loud to be real. You never saw me as decoration, nor as an obligation. You saw me as I truly am, a free soul who chose to stay by your side. And that choice, dear human, is everything. Sometimes you look at me sitting by the window for hours, and you think I'm bored, but I'm not. I'm watching. I'm listening. I'm praying in my own way, thanking the universe for bringing me to you. Because even though you believe you rescued me, the truth is, we rescued each other. Do you remember that night when you came home, eyes heavy, soul dimmed? You didn't say a word. You just sat on the floor, surrounded by silence. I approached without asking permission, climbed onto your lap, and pressed my small body against your chest. I could feel your heart struggling, lost in pain and exhaustion. And then, as my purr filled the air, I felt it return to its rhythm. That wasn't magic. That was love. The kind of love that doesn't need words, only presence. I know I can be confusing sometimes. When I vanish for hours. When I jump on the table right after you tell me not to. When I scratch the couch you swore I shouldn't touch. You frown, you sigh. Sometimes you laugh in disbelief. But everything I do, even the mischief, makes sense in my world. And in that world, you are the sun, the center that gives meaning to everything else. When you sleep, I become your silent guardian. I walk softly around you, watch your breathing, listen to your dreams. Some nights you smile, other nights you whisper names I don't know. Sometimes your body trembles, and I press closer, hoping the warmth of my fur reminds you that you are safe. Because I know even in your dreams, you search for something. And I want you to know, you are not alone in that search. I am there, always. Every night, as you drift away, my soul quietly intertwines with yours. That's why, even when I'm gone one day, you will still feel me near in the quiet, in the stillness, in the gentle echoes of memory. If someday you look for me and I'm no longer there, don't cry too long. Cry, yes, because you're human. And love deserves tears, but don't drown in sadness. I'll never truly leave you. I'll remain in every corner I ever claimed, in the faint scent of my fur that lingers on your clothes, in the small indent on the couch where I used to sleep. You'll find me in the music we listened to together, in the prayers you whispered when life was too heavy. If one day another cat crosses your path, don't feel guilty. Love them, care for them. Teach them what you taught me, that love doesn't need to be perfect to be pure. That the heart always has room for more love. Because when you open your heart again, I'll be smiling from wherever I am, grateful that you chose to love again instead of closing the door forever. Thank you, my human, for every gentle touch, for every meal you served with care, for every word you spoke to me as if I understood every syllable because I did, in my own way. Thank you for making me feel seen, worthy, and safe. I know I never said it, but I loved you with every heartbeat, with every blink, with every quiet moment shared between us. When I walked across your papers as you worked, I wasn't just being mischievous, I was reminding you to rest. When I followed you from room to room, I wasn't just curious, I was making sure you were okay. And when I turned my back to you and pretended not to care, I was simply being a cat loving you in silence, in my own way. Sometimes, you wondered what I thought about when I stared into the distance. I thought about life, about how strange and beautiful it is to find a soul like yours in this vast world. You often said that animals can't talk, but if love is a language, then I've been speaking to you all along. If only you could hear it. My purrs spell your name. My eyes whisper gratitude. My silence speaks louder than words. And when the day comes, because it always does when I take my final nap, don't think of it as goodbye. Think of it as me walking into another room, waiting for you to join me someday, somewhere beyond time and pain. There, I'll stretch out under endless sunlight, and when I hear your footsteps, I'll rise again and run to greet you as if not a single day had passed. Until then, whenever you see a beam of light fall across the floor, imagine me there, lying peacefully in its warmth. Whenever you hear a faint purr in your memories, know that it's me, reminding you that love never dies, it just changes shape. So, if life ever feels heavy again, and you sit alone in silence, remember, somewhere, a small part of me is still curled up beside your heart, purring softly, just as I always did. You gave me a home, a name, a lifetime of moments that I will carry beyond the stars. And yet, dear human, there is more I want you to know. When you look at the sky at night and see the stars flickering, think of me, not as a ghost, but as a spark, one of many watching over you from a place beyond fear or pain. You may not feel my fur beneath your hands anymore, but you will feel my presence in small, quiet ways. In the hush of the house after dark, in the gentle rustle of a curtain, in the warmth that lingers on your pillow. I will be there in your dreams, too. Sometimes just a shadow at the edge of your sleep. Sometimes a vivid figure running toward you in a field of light. I will brush past your leg, curl at your side, or simply sit nearby, and you will wake up with a sense of peace you can't quite explain. That's me finding my way back to you across the invisible threads that still connect our hearts. As you go on with your life, you will collect new moments, new faces, new stories. I hope you do. I want you to. I want you to fill your days with laughter, with warmth, with the kind of joy that once made me roll onto my back and paw at the air just to see you smile. Because that's what love does. It asks for more love, not less. One day, when you sit by a window and the world feels quiet again, you might find a stray thought crossing your mind, a memory of me chasing a sunbeam, of my whiskers tickling your fingers, and of my eyes meeting yours without a single sound between us. Let it come. Don't push it away. That's not sadness returning. That's love remembering. And when you speak my name, even years from now, speak it softly but without pain. Speak it like a secret prayer. A promise kept between two souls who found each other in the great, unpredictable chaos of life. I was your cat, yes, but more than that, I was your witness, your quiet friend, Your reminder that even in the smallest life there can be an infinite capacity for love. You were the center of my little universe, and you still are. So keep going, my human. Keep walking forward. Keep opening your heart. Wherever you go, I will be a quiet constellation just above your shoulder. Look up, and you will find me. Not to hold you back, but to guide you on. To remind you that nothing you gave me was ever wasted. Because love never disappears. It becomes light. It becomes warmth. It becomes you. And in return, I gave you all of me, my trust, my loyalty, my silent and eternal love. I am your cat, your companion, your shadow and your light. And even when my paws can no longer touch this world, my purr will echo forever in your heart, in your memories, in the spaces between your breaths. I was never just your pet. I was your story, and you were mine. With love, your cat,